Hello world, Dan here, and I got a waterfall to hunt.
Don't stop, don't give up, keep going, you can do it.
Alright hunters, so it looks like we found the trail. It's not too far to hunt this one, so it should be a pretty easy going, but let's see what we can find out there on the trail. Alright, let's get to it. Alright hunters, our first cool find of the day. So here is a military fortification. So this area was used by the military back in 1832, and they would make these barricades to protect them from the black bears out here in the forests. Wow, really cool find. Alright, I think the waterfall's up ahead. Let's see if we can get to this. Alright hunters, we found our waterfall, and there it is. It's actually just a little baby waterfall, nothing to be afraid of, but they've got the area closed off, so let's keep our distance and let's watch this little baby trickle down from afar. Alright, see you out there on the trail. Alright hunters, so we made it back to the trailhead, so now it's time for the rating. For trail difficulty, I'm going to give this a 1. This is extremely easy, anybody can come on this trail, and it's actually not even that far. For the waterfall rating, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. So it's very small, it's not very impressive, you can't really get up to the top of it. And so I would recommend probably finding a different waterfall, but if you're in this area, this is a very simple and easy hike. Okay hunters, so the Cataract Falls was a very short trail and there wasn't really much to see. So out here in the national park, we found Elkmont Nature Trail. So let's go check out this trail and see what we can find. Shalai, Shlalu, Shlamam, Shladi, Shlado. Okay, hunters, we found something really cool. So check this out. So what this is it is a black bear training stump. So what happens is black bears out here need to train their defenses for any enemy attacks, especially from humans. So what they'll do is they will go around practicing hitting different trees, and sometimes they'll hit a small little tree like this and actually knock it over because they're very strong. And so this really shows you that you need to be very, very careful whenever you see bears. So out here we are in black bear country, so always be on the lookout. And one of the things too, while you're out here on the trail in bear country, is try to constantly be making some noise, because what happens is if you're being quiet and a black bear gets startled, that is when they might be dangerous. But if you're out here singing songs and making a bunch of noise, what that'll do is that will alert the bear to your presence, and more likely than not, they'll just run away. And so that's a really cool find there, and it definitely tells you that, yes, we are in black bear country. So let's continue on the trail, and let's be watching out for those black bears. Oh, hunters, check this out. Prehistoric stepping stones. So millions and millions of years ago, when prehistoric people walked the earth and they inhabited these mountains and lived in the caves, what they would do is they would put these rocks into these paths, and that is how they would create a walking path to their water source. And so that was very, very important for them so that they didn't get lost and they could keep their path very good to travel. And what you'll notice here, if we come up here a little bit closer, is we will actually find a prehistoric resting bench. So as they're going on their stepping stones and they're retrieving their water, they would set up these benches to rest along the way, because boy, I don't know about you, but I don't know how I would do with trekking water back and forth through these mountains. So I think having those resting benches would have been very, very important for the prehistoric people. And, you know, I wonder what would have happened if they didn't have this and people got exhausted out here. So that's a really, really cool find, a bit about our history. Alrighty. We're almost to the end of the trail, so let's get out and then we'll discuss on what I thought of this trail. All right, so we're back out here at the trailhead, so let's go ahead and rate this trail. So for difficulty, I'm gonna go ahead and also give this one a 1. And it is a little bit more difficult than the Cataract Falls, but it's mainly because it's a little bit longer, and I do recommend some hiking poles, as you couldn't take a stroller or something with wheels necessarily on this one, but it's still a very easy hike, less than 1 mile. For what I just thought of the trail in general, I'm also going to give this a 1. So there wasn't really anything too interesting or spectacular on this trail. There were a couple of neat little finds, but as far as views and things to see, there wasn't really anything, just a simple little mountain loop. So that's it for Elkmont Nature Trail. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. Next week, we're gonna hit another waterfall, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks for joining me today, hunters, and we'll see ya in the next one.